Before we dive into today's episode, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Commanders update. We've got a massive show today. The national media is finally waking up to what we already knew. The Washington Commanders are officially a top threat to knock off the Eagles. And there's a very familiar face who could be walking through that door to finish the job. Preston Smith. Let's get into it. Let's call it what it is. The Commanders aren't underdogs anymore. After going from 4 wins to NFC Championship, contenders in one season, the Commanders are no longer sneaking up on anyone. According to NFL.com's Jeffrey Chadiha, Washington is now one of 6 teams positioned to challenge the Philadelphia Eagles for NFC supremacy. Think about that. We're talking about a franchise that, not long ago, was buried under dysfunction. Now? We're on the short list of real Super Bowl threats, and Chadiha didn't pull any punches. He gave Dan Quinn major credit for building a winning culture overnight and spotlighted Jayden Daniels, the reigning offensive rookie of the year, as the face of a new era in Washington. But the real takeaway: the Commanders ultimately proved last season that they're not intimidated by anyone. Jeffrey Chadiha, NFL.com. That's the new identity. No fear, no backing down. Just bold, fast, physical football. One reason for the Commanders' rise, and the reason analysts are calling us a threat to the Eagles, is Adam Peters. The man's not just building a roster, he's building a monster. In just his second offseason on the job, Peters made headlines by trading for Deebo Samuel, former 49ers All-Pro WR Laramie Tunsil, 3-time Pro Bowl left tackle from Houston both. Moves weren't just splashy, they were surgical. Peters knew exactly what this offense needed to help Jayden Daniels take that year 2 leap. Deebo gives us that way-see threat, Tunsil protects the blind side, and it's all part of a clear vision. Attack, pressure, score, win. Remember that 7-game winning streak late last season? The Commanders put up 30-plus points 4 different times. This isn't a team hoping to win 2017 anymore. This is a team built to run up the scoreboard and punch back. Now let's talk about the target, the Philadelphia Eagles. They beat us in the NFC Championship game. But even that win showed something. Washington belongs. The gap isn't wide. And this season, we get the first crack at knocking them down in the NFC East. If the Commanders win the division, the Eagles' path to a repeat gets a lot harder. Home field advantage, playoff seeding. Everything shifts. And look, this team is built differently now. It's not just talent, it's toughness, it's coaching, it's accountability. But here's the challenge. With great expectations comes a bullseye. Every team on the schedule will be gunning for Washington now. No more sneaking up. The league knows who we are. There is one area where the Commanders still have questions. Pass rush, yes. We re-signed Clelin Ferrell. Yes, we drafted some depth. But it's no secret. When the games got tight last season, especially against mobile QBs like Jalen Hurts, we struggled to generate pressure off the edge consistently. And now, as we ramp up toward Phase 3 of OTAs and mandatory minicamp, don't be shocked if Adam Peters makes another move. A move like bringing back Preston Smith. Now this is where it gets interesting. Preston Smith, the same guy we drafted back in 2015, is available. He's 32, yes, and has had some injuries. But this dude still has 70.5 career sacks and knows how to set the edge in the run game. More importantly, he's battle-tested in big games. Sound familiar? That's been Peters' theme all offseason. Get proven, playoff-ready veterans to guide the young core. Smith fits that mold perfectly. He won't break the bank. He doesn't need to be a 10-sack guy. He just needs to add urgency to the edge room, raise the standard, and give Quinn a reliable veteran presence behind the starters. And for the fans, there's poetry in bringing back a player who once left this franchise in chaos, only to return and help finish what we've started. Here's why it makes sense right now. OTAs are the perfect time to bring in a vet to shake up the depth chart. Peters can evaluate young edge rushers in the early phases. If no one flashes, boom, Call Preston. Minimal cost, maximum impact. We've seen it before. Veterans like this can make all the difference when injuries pile up or matchups get tight. Remember, our Super Bowl window is open. There's no time to waste. If you've got the cap space and the culture to handle vets, go get them. The Commanders didn't have a massive draft class this year, just 5 picks. That's it. But don't let the number fool you. Every one of these players brings a specific skill set that could contribute in a big way as this team continues its climb toward championship contention. The headliner, first-round offensive lineman Josh Connolly Jr., the athletic big man out of Oregon who brings guard, tackle flexibility, and real upside protecting Jaden Daniels. Then there's Trey Amos, the second-round corner with long arms, a physical demeanor, and an ideal fit for Dan Quinn's press-heavy system. Third, you've got Jalen Lane, a dynamic receiver from Middle Tennessee, with special teams burst and WR3 upside. And let's not forget the late-round wildcards, linebacker Kane Medrano and running back Jackery Krosky-Merritt, both of whom flashed on tape and have enough athleticism to push for rotational roles and carve out a presence on special teams right away. Small class. Big opportunity. So here's the question everyone's been asking. Who's going to be the best rookie for the Commanders in 2025? According to Sports Illustrated's Daniel Flick, and honestly, a growing number of insiders around the league, the early favorite isn't the big-name first-round pick Connolly. It's Trey Amos, the long physical corner the Commanders nabbed with the 61st overall pick in round 2. Let that sink in. Washington had a first-round grade on Amos, a guy they got at the end of round 2. That's the type of draft day value GMs dream about, and it's no accident. Adam Peters and the scouting department saw something special in him, especially at the Senior Bowl, where Amos turned heads during practices with his press coverage, confidence, and clean technique. This is where it gets really exciting. Dan Quinn's scheme is all about length, aggression, and versatility in the secondary. He wants corners who can play on an island, jam receivers at the line, and still track the ball downfield. That's exactly what Trey Amos brings to the table. He's expected to line up opposite Marshawn Lattimore, another big-bodied elite corner, giving the Commanders a potential CB duo that can hang with any receiving corps in the NFL. And here's the domino effect. With Amos outside, Mike Sainristil, last year's second-rounder, moves inside to the nickel spot, which is perfect for his quick twitch ability and run-stopping instincts. You can see how this all starts to come together. It's a vision, and it's working. Let's talk production, because that's what ultimately wins Rookie of the Year type praise. Amos is going to be in the line of fire from day one. Teams will test him, especially with Lattimore locking down the other side. That means more targets, more opportunities. And if Amos capitalizes, it won't just be fans in DC who are watching. The whole league will take notice. We're talking about a corner who can force turnovers, break up passes in key situations, and bring swagger to the defense. He has that alpha energy in his game. That's what this team has needed for years. A young stud in the secondary with the confidence to step up when it matters most. Now, let's not sleep on Josh Connolly Jr. Just because he's an O-lineman, this dude is special in his own right. He's competing to start at right tackle, which would be huge. Lining up opposite Laramie Tunsil, the all-pro left tackle acquired in that blockbuster trade this offseason. Connolly's athleticism jumps off the tape. He moves like a tight end in space. But the reality is, offensive linemen don't always get the spotlight. Even if he starts all 17 games, unless he's pancaking guys left and right or preventing sack fests, he's going to fly under the radar with the casual crowd. Meanwhile, if Amos gets 5 picks and starts jawing after every pass breakup, he'll own the headlines. Let's also keep an eye on Jalen Lane, because if he breaks a couple punts for touchdowns early in the year, fans will know his name real quick. He's twitchy, fearless, and could eventually earn reps as a gadget. Guy in the offense? Kane Medrano is another name to track. He's a bit of a tweener, safety linebacker hybrid, but that versatility is gold in today's NFL. Expect him to make noise on special teams early and push for third down packages. As the year rolls on, and Jackery Kroski Merritt, don't be surprised if he becomes the closer in short yardage situations. He runs angry. Perfect fit for those tough 3rd and 2 moments. So let's bring it all together. The Commanders are finally getting national respect and are seen as legit Super Bowl contenders. Adam Peters isn't done building. And if there's one position that still needs juice, it's edge rusher. Preston Smith could be that next smart addition that elevates the defense before OTAs even kick into full gear. But what do you think, Commanders fans? Should Washington bring back Preston Smith? Do you think we're the biggest threat to Philly in the NFC? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from every single one of you. And hey, if you enjoyed today's breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with a fellow Commanders fan. We're building something special right here at Commanders HQ, and the journey is just getting started.